Elon's personal life has no shortage of baby mama drama and other controversies. And just last week, we were talking about his interview with Jordan Peterson, where he was talking about his child who identifies as trans and how he feels about that relationship being destroyed by the woke mind virus. But what's going on right now is yet another controversy in which Elon is currently being accused of withholding his children from their mother, Grimes. Grimes is a pop star, in case anyone wasn't aware.
Mary says to me that she thinks most people know who Grimes is.
I think we've talked about her so much on the show
On our
before.
show they do, but I'm saying if we got Aldo back and we sent him out man on the street and we said, who is Grimes? I would guess that 80% of people would have no clue who she is.
Here would be different than LA. He lives in LA. He probably thinks everybody knows who Grimes is. But yeah, Grimes is a musician and she is one of Elon's many baby mamas. Currently, Grimes' mother, meaning I guess in a certain sense Elon's mother-in-law, is accusing Elon of withholding their children from seeing her and basically accusing him of kidnapping their children. Including the most publicly well-known child, Archangel. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to pronounce it because it's a bunch of numbers and symbols that I don't understand, but it's Archangel, who is about 3 years old, maybe.
There's a 20 there.
Incompetent Hands said, I spent good money to have Mary watch Firefly. I'm sure Mary just wasn't hydrated, and I bet she forgives herself. It's only 11 more episodes. Also, Frank from Quite Frankly did a podcast on HOA horror stories on, what was this? July 12th.
There you go.
Wait, how many episodes are in the season?
12.
Okay, so I've definitely gotten through 4.
Yeah.
4 episodes of that season. So I have still a lot to go.
It could be 12 or 13. It's in that range.
Yeah. No, that mission is not finished yet. Yeah. So Grimes' mother posted this thread on Twitter. Her name is Sandy Garasino. Here's what she said. Dear Elon, it was nice seeing you on Father's Day. I hope you got the card that I helped X make. He was so proud of it. I'm writing here as the only way I have to reach you. As you know, my 93-year-old mother is now at end-of-life palliative care. She yearns to see and hold Claire's children one last time. Grimes' real name is Claire, by the way. Especially the youngest, whom she has not met yet. She was thrilled for the kids' planned visit to celebrate her birthday this weekend, but those hopes were crushed when the trip was canceled. I'm alarmed to learn that the children cannot come as you are withholding them and their needed passport documents from Claire. It was even more troubling to see you and X on television at the Olympics in Paris yesterday after your DC trip earlier in the week. Where are the other children and with whom? They are scheduled to be with their mother. They were expected here in Canada. I write with a grandmother's plea asking you to honor your agreement, return the children, and provide the documents they need to see their great-grandmother before she passes. Some moments in life last forever, and we get no second chances. Family is priceless. Please, Elon, I beg you, this is so painful for my mother and concerning for the kids. Time is of the essence now.
Do you think that this is a very, very targeted story, given that his most recent big story had to do with his children anyways?
His relationship with all of his children. Yeah, definitely weird timing for this to come up right now. And also for this to happen on a public platform, although she claims it's her only option is using X to contact him. That's really bizarre. That would probably mean that Grimes herself doesn't have contact with Elon, which is insane. And realistically, the kids that are not in the public eye, who no one knows where they are probably under the care of like random nannies who are traveling with Elon on private jets to Paris and all across the world, wherever he wants to go. And while on time that, so she claims, they're scheduled to be with their mother.
It's crazy because he has like a bunch of stories that are out right now concerning, like, he posted like a parody ad of Kamala Harris, and they were labeling it. He posts a deep fake video as if he was trying to mislead people, even though it was a parody video very clearly. Yeah. Also, he called out the Google censorship of the Trump assassination stuff and everything. And I think the point is to push a story like this there that allows them to make him look even worse.
I think Gavin Newsom tweeted that he's gonna like make deep fakes illegal in California or something.
Literally, it's labeled
I don't know
parody.
how that's even enforceable, but yeah, he has his name in the news for a lot of different reasons right now, and none of them make him look good. Especially, it's a bad look if people are assuming you just are, trotting out your toddler to seem like a really good, involved parent, when the reality could be behind the scenes that you're doing that against the wishes and against the wishes of the mother and against the law, which requires you to return your child to the co-parent. And I think this is also just a messy situation that arises when you have like 12 billion baby mamas.
It's just a scheduling issue. It's literally a mix-up in the schedule.
Perhaps it's all just a big misunderstanding, but that would be a better story than him intentionally doing this. Yeah. And then, of course, Elon's child from his marriage with Justine Musk, his first wife, Vivian, the one who identifies as trans, decided to make a public statement about this to make Elon look bad. Vivian threaded on threads.net.
Threaded because you can't use X because Elon owns X.
Hello, everyone. I'm foregoing my standard tone because this is important. As you may or may not know, Grimes is currently in a custody battle with Elon over their 3 children. What you probably don't know is that Elon has been illegally and continuously keeping her children, away from their mother during the most important developmental period in a child's life. While Elon has been irresponsibly partying across the ocean in the very country he's spitting contemptuous poison about, Grimes' children are stuck in a house thousands of miles away without their mother. This is potentially irreversibly damaging to a child's psyche and is without question a despicable form of abuse. This is not the first time this has happened, and if nothing changes, likely not the last. I've only been able to catch glimpses of this from behind the scenes, and it's been both horrifying and enraging that no one has been able to do anything about it. I can't stress this enough. This is illegal. He does not have the custody to be able to do this. Yet, since Elon has an infinite amount of funds to pull from, he has been able to successfully employ them to take their children away from the mother that they desperately require. This needs to end now. X has been paraded around social media solely for the purpose of boosting his own brand image of responsible father, when that could not be further from the truth. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, he is both uncaring and absent while robbing their children of a mother. Please do not let this continue. Thank you.
Wouldn't going to the authorities first have been the way to go for the...
since it's illegal.
Yes.
I'm sure they've tried that. I don't know if he's just behaving like he's above the law or if he even is breaking the law. We're just going off of the word of the family member. We have no idea what's really going on.
Correct.
But it does seem like he is trying to project this image of being more involved with his children than he really is. There is no possible way you can have like 20 kids that are all very young, from all different mothers who live in all different places while running huge companies and also tweeting constantly. Like, there's just no way that you can do all of those things at once excellently. And he is kind of trotting out X in particular for the cameras in a way that makes him seem like this great dad. When you can see he has a terrible relationship with at least one of his children.
I mean, maybe the idea is that he's learning from his mistakes and is now trying to be more involved in his children's life because of what happens when you aren't.
Right. But then he claimed that he wasn't an absent father to his child, who now goes by Vivian.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how much of Elon's tweets are even like, at this point, I wonder if he just had somebody write an algorithm that tweets for him.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. People thought they found his alt account that's like an anonymous username, because he goes into this account goes into Twitter Spaces or X Spaces. He sounds exactly like Elon. seems to have all the same opinions as Elon, and posts constantly glazing Elon.
That's the best part. That's the best part.
And it's like
there just to make Elon.
He still claims he's not Elon. Yeah. So, you know, I don't find it super hard to believe that either he has someone posing as him, or he has an algorithm posing as him, or he has plenty of alt accounts that he uses anonymously.
Look, the news is constantly like, it's just really funny. Okay, so we're in an election year. And the lie is that the Republicans are the party of the rich and the famous, or the rich and the powerful. But right now, all the billionaires and stuff like that are backing Kamala Harris. And Elon Musk is being dragged right now for being the lone billionaire, it seems, who gets a lot of attention. So the media has an interest in denigrating him and making him look bad and doing everything in their power to put this guy down. So
there are other billionaires.
None that are as front-facing and as news involved, right? None that are getting the attention that Elon gets. And when it comes down to it, I think a lot of it is optics, and perhaps what he's doing right now. Like, we can't know whether this is legal or whether this is even happening, whether he's breaking any laws. But if he's trying to repair his image in some way, that could be what's happening here. But certainly the news goes out of its way to make sure that he looks like the bad guy in any headline that you look at about him.
I can ascertain that what the thought process would be. Like, I did this interview with Jordan Peterson where I talked about my child identifying as trans. Now there's this media firestorm that is calling me a terrible father because I didn't accept my child's identity. So I'm going to take one of my younger children into a public place and take a bunch of sweet pictures with him so that everybody's going to be like, oh, he's actually a good dad. Like, I can see what the thought process would be if that's what's going on.
Not even just the optics, but like, if you were to give the dude the benefit of the doubt, and again, I'm not saying that that's what you do here, that he's trying to go out and do things with his kids when he can find the time, and certainly the Olympics are a big splashy event in which you can go and do that.
Yeah.
The best outcome for him would be that he actually spends time with his kids and it gets him positive publicity. Though I don't think that he's going to get the positive publicity because they don't care.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.